Hello everyone and welcome down to English Park. Today we have the Girls Secondary School First 11 final through Sport Canterbury, School Sport Canterbury. My name's Annalie Longo and I am the New Zealand Football Women's Development Manager. I'm here down today with Rangiruru and St Andrews College, and you can see just the teams going through now. We've got a couple of Year 13 girls. This will be their last game for their school, so a big moment for those players, and a bit of a special day, and what a way to cap it off with a final. So special mention to those players. We've got from St Andrews leaving Annabelle and Sophia, so congratulations to both players. And then from Rangiruru, we've got Emily, Sam, Liv, Frankie, Sophie, Sammy and Annie. So big day for those girls, and a huge day for secondary school sport for both Rangiruru and St Andrews College. Just quickly go through the team lists. So we'll start with St Andrews College, who are wearing all white. So number 1 in goal is Chelsea Tippin, number 2, Sophia Laser, number 3, Annabelle Surveyor, number 4, Amelia McAllister, number 5, Ruby Wyborn, number 6, Amber DeWitt, number 7, Chiara Bichelli, number 8, Meg Simpson, number 10, Charlotte Roach, number 13, Odette Leichelt, number 15, Shannon Delaley, number 17, Morgan Lee, number 18, Kira Laser, number 20, Kinder Kanafa. And we've got Piper and Scarlett as well in that St Andrews team. And then for Rangiruru in goal, we've got Annie Foote, number 2, Elise Ulrich, number 3, Saffron Modridge, number 4, Renee Madigan, number 5, Sarah Volt, number 6, Ella Hartel, number 7, Olivia Slaughter, number 8, Samantha Senior, number 9, Frankie Jonesy, number 10, Sarah Griffiths, number 11, Samantha Beardsley, number 12, Sophie Barnes, number 13, Emily Gambrill, number 14, Sophie Payne, number 15, Natalia Flood, and number 16, Lily Davis. And the coaching staff for both teams, for St Andrews, we have Alana Gunn, known as Gunny around town, assistant coach Juan Chang, and for Rangiruru, we've got coach Glenn Senior, father of Sam Senior, well known around the Christchurch region, and assistant coach of Gate Guildford, who has recently moved into the region and has made the Pride team. So fantastic to see some females in the coaching staff, and it looks like a nice day of football out there here at English Park, and a beautiful afternoon for some McAllister into Laser, back to McAllister, nice little 1-2. Ball into the box, great ball into Roach. She finds herself one-on-one with Foot, and she's buried it. There is the first goal of the game in the 13th minute, and it goes to Charlotte Roach. St Andrews leading 1-0, and we might just have a wee conversation here with the referees. Just checking we're onside, and it is a goal. St Andrews now leading 1-0 thanks to Charlotte Roach. Beautiful ball in by Laser, good combination by McAllister, and Roach composed and beats the keeper with a tidy finish off the crossbar into the back of the net. Senior switches it out, just a bit of a heavy touch. Bocelli on the ball, taking her player one-on-one, looks to deliver, and well read. Senior in the ball, combines with Barnes. And Simpson picks it up, changes position. Roach breaks in behind, showing a bit of pace. Looks to square the ball across, and well cut out by Renee Madigan. Charlotte Roach just looking a little bit dangerous in behind, getting herself into some good spaces, driving at players, and starting to cause Ringy a little bit of a handful, starting to cause them a little bit of problems. Surveyor on the ball, nice wee ball into Kanafa, who delivers the cross, just touches the top of Roach's head, and Rangiruvi look to break. McAllister on the ball. Modridge finding Slaughter. Senior, who loses position. Modridge back on the ball, plays it back to Annie Foot, who looks to clear first time. Good contact. Hartau. Morgan Lee on the ball, tries to play it to McAllister. Lee back on the ball. Sammy with the audacious back heel. Senior showing good strength, but turns position over to Delaney. Delaney looking for the ball in behind, and just hasn't quite connected with Bocelli. Big shout out to the Bocelli family down in Football South, down Southern Ways. I'm sure they're tuning in. I'm sure there's a few from around the country. We've got a number of girls boarding at St Andrews and Rangi. Sarah Griffiths from Wellington originally. We've got Shannon Delaney from Nelson. So I'm sure we've got a couple tuning in all around the country. Laser with the shot, and she has buried it past Annie Foot. A tidy finish from Sophia Laser, and St Andrews are now 2-0 up in the 17th minute. Rangiru looked to kick off. Tidy finish there from Sophia. I wonder if Annie thought she could have done a little bit better on that one. She didn't have much time to look at the shot, but a nice tidy finish from Laser. Put St Andrews up 2-0. Looks like a free kick here to Rangiruru. Looks like seniors on the ball. St Andrews look to line up a bit of a wall. St Andrews. Ooh. Not far away, close from Sammy Senior. She's gone for the top corner and has just pulled a little bit wide. Goal kick here. I think it's the first goal kick for St Andrews. Tippin to take. Looks to play short into Lee. Surveyor, Laser, Delaney. Looks for Kanafa. Finds Griffiths. Just a St Andrews throw in. Kanafa to take. Surveyor on the turn in midfield. Looks to face forward, good little change of pace, good feet. Looks to connect with Roach. Roach turns on the ball, looks for that ball in behind. Cut out well by Madigan. Again picks up the ball, Laser in position. Surveyor on the ball. Ball out wide to Kanafa. She dribbles down the line. Little cut back. Wins herself a throw in. "20 minutes in here at English Park. It's currently 2-0 to St Andrews. Tippin will be very happy. She hasn't had much work to do so far. She's been a bit of a spectator. St Andrews pretty comfortable and dominating this match. A couple of nice goals, one from Roach and one from Laser, and so far been pretty comfortable in possession. I think you can see both teams probably haven't played in a while, and it's probably taken 10-15 minutes to kind of get used to back playing 11v11, and especially here on English Park, which is tough in the best of times. So yeah, both teams looking to try and find their feet, and St Andrews obviously a little bit more comfortable and leading 2-0. Bocelli on the ball. Oh, and she's just clipped from behind by Hartel. Gives away the free kick. Central spaces, just outside the 18-yard box. Bocelli looks like she's lining it up. She's got Laser alongside her. And she's gone for the place and just put it wide. Goal kick. Senior on the ball, brings the ball down nicely, looks to control. Plays into Hartel, who turns over possession. Roach on the ball facing forward. Looks to slip in Bocelli. And Hartel recovers well and puts it out for a corner. Kiara on the ball, looking to deliver. Two hands, seems to have a lot of numbers in the box. I'm picking a delivery on top of the keeper, look to crowd out the keeper. Maybe a bit of a tap-in, sloppy goal straight in, I'm picking. Laser with the shot, and it's up, and it's in. Not sure if there was a little touch there by Roach, or if it's gone directly in from Laser. Good delivery in by Kiara, putting it into a dangerous area, a little bit sloppy, and it's ended up in the back of the net. 3-0 to St Andrews College. Senior on the ball, looks to play out to Barnes. Senior slips it in, looking again for Barnes, turns it over, and looks like a little handball in there against Kanafa. It'll be a free kick here to Ringiruru. Senior on the ball, be looking to get the ball into some dangerous areas. If she can put that ball in between the goalkeeper and the back four, try and cause the goalkeeper and the defenders a bit of a problem, get them facing their own goal. Ball into the box, cleared by Pacelli and McAllister to clear. Could be a good wee combination there from Wyborn, finds Roach, and Foot does well to hold on to it. Good little layoff there from Wyborn, good to see her involved. Step over there from Senior. Wyborn looks to play inside. Senior again on the ball, looks to find that space in behind. Great wee ball. Slaughter with a bit of space, Livy. On the dribble, looks to cross it. And just can't quite get it under control. Barnes as it rolls under a foot and goes out for a throw-in. Just got a bit of a substitution here from both teams, both sets of players. It looks like Roach is going off for St Andrews. And Elsie Ulrich is going off for Ringiruru. And coming into the game for St Andrews is Amber DeWitt. And for Ringiruru, it looks like number 11, Samantha Beardsley, comes onto the pitch. White here on the left wing. DeWitt with an early touch. DeWitt obviously coming onto the pitch. She's part of the Pride development, an exciting talent coming through, works very hard in that central midfield spaces and combines really well. So she'll bring a lot of energy into that St Andrews midfield, obviously very young, but great to see her playing here in the final of the Premier First 11 competition. Morgan Lee on the ball, looking to find Wyborn, who looks to cut inside, plays it back to DeWitt, little ball in behind to Wyborn, just can't quite connect. And Madigan does well to recover, wins back possession. Finds a nice little pass into Livy. Livy takes on her player, looks to cut inside, looking to combine centrally, and well read by Chelsea Tippin to come in and regain possession for St Andrews. Goes direct with a goal kick out of her hands, little flick on by DeWitt. And Sarah has put it out for a throw-in. Kanafa on the ball. Ball into midfield. Surveyor on the ball. Touches just a little bit heavy and she gives possession away. Lee direct in behind. Looking for Wyborn, but just a little bit overhit and foot regains easily. Senior, little flick on. Gets the ball back. Looks to put a little ball in behind. Recovered well by McAllister. Finds Tippin's feet, looks to play on one touch. Finds Surveyor, little turn into space. Hartau on the ball. Senior. Sarah finds Barnes. Hartau showing good strength to win the ball back. Delaney picks up, looks for a little ball in behind for Wyborn, but just a little bit overhit. DeWitt into touch. Ringy throw in. Modridge, nice little throw in behind. Found Sam. Well done by McAllister, gets herself a throw in. Surveyor on the ball. Does well out of defence, dribbling into space. Looks to find Simpson. Kanafa breaking forward from fullback. Finds Simpson's feet. Little set back into DeWitt. Finds Simpson again. Little ball in behind. Beautiful ball to Bocelli. Oh, and she's just called offside. Lovely combination there from Stack all the way from their defensive third. Playing through the thirds and just unfortunately offside, but tidy play and nice build up from the back. I'm just been joined here by Mainland Football's competitions manager, the one and only Josh McGurr. Nice to have another voice join me, so welcome Josh.
Thank you very much, Flea. Yeah, I have been in the background for the last little while, so apologies for a couple of the technical issues we had before, but all looks sorted now. Enjoyable game so far, actually, Flea.
Yes, certainly Stack seem to have found their rhythm and are starting to dominate the game, but yeah, some nice enjoyable passages of play, and both teams looking to combine and play through the thirds, which is nice to see.
That's definitely what you want, and oh, that's a little bit naughty, isn't it? You like to see a bit of niggle in there sometimes.
Quickly ball in behind, and it looks like a corner for Rangiruru.
It's a good time to get a corner, actually, just before the half-time break. I mean, a goal back here would definitely lift the spirits going into that second half, I think. Possibly too early for the keeper to go forward, maybe in this final.
Depends what keeper you ask. I'm pretty sure Annie out there would be keen. Laser on the ball to break. A little bit of a miss-hit delivery, bit of a transition moment here. DeWitt on the ball again, puts it in behind Bocelli.
She looks onside.
Got Wyborn breaking into the box. Oh, a nice bit of skill there, cheeky. Again, takes her player on, gets a shot, and she's just lifted it over the bar.
Some good feet there in the final third, opened up a lot of space for that shot. Be hoping to hit the target next time, I think, with that one.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely a player to watch. Kiara, she's definitely very skillful and loves taking on a player 1v1, and she's got a great finish on her. So I'm sure she'll be disappointed with that one, but nice to see her confidence and taking on players and getting herself into those dangerous areas. Foot, fine senior. Madigan looks to clear. Delaney on the ball, good composure. Lee plays it into Simpson, nice return from Simpson, facing forward. Looks to find McAllister into space, just a little bit overhit.
I think this is Rangi's best chance here is on the counter-attack. They do look dangerous. They've got a lot of speed up front there. So if they could get a ball in behind in that final third, I think they could look to cause some problems.
Yeah, definitely. When they get Senior on the ball, Sarah Griffiths on the ball, and Ella Hartel in that midfield, they're definitely looking to face sport early and finding those spaces that the St Andrews fullbacks are leaving. So there's definitely an opportunity on that transition. If they can hurt them early, I think that's where they'll get hopefully some reward. Refs just called half-time here at English Park. We're currently 3-0 to St Andrews over Rangiruru in the secondary schools Premier First 11 final. And we'll just take a little bit of a break and we'll see you back for the second half. Welcome back. We're here for the second half of the Girls Secondary Schools First 11 final with St Andrews and Rangiruru. Currently St Andrews are winning 3-0 over Rangiruru. Pretty comfortable first half. And they're looking to kick off in the white. And we're underway in the second half. Laser on the ball. Plays it back to McAllister. Looks forward into DeWitt. Bocelli on the ball. Out to Lee. Looks to find DeWitt. Pocket of space. Nice wee feet from DeWitt. Looks to get a little 1-2 into space. Surveyor looks for that ball in behind, but it's well read by Rangiruru and cleared into touch by Madigan.
Some good pressure there from Stack. They're even though they are 3-0 up, they still want the ball. They don't want to let Rangi get back into this game, I think.
Attacking throw here, Kanafa on the ball. Finds Wyborn.
Oh, I like that. Didn't come off, but the confidence there is always good to see.
Cheeky back heel.
Yeah, can't say I've ever managed one of them myself, to be honest, but it's good to see.
Just putting one foot in front of the other, eh, Josh?
It's more than I managed this season, I think.
Foot holds onto it nicely. Looks to go direct from her hands. Finds a little bit of snow up there.
Well, there's a player on the box that didn't get a ball in here. It's a good pass.
Bocelli on the ball with her left foot.
Oh,
Just drags it wide. Nice ball in there from Wyborn, finding Bocelli's feet. And again, just struggling to find the target today.
it's one of those ones you get 1 or 2 in a row. You're sort of thinking to yourself, will it ever come that day? But I'm sure next opportunity she gets, she'll make sure she buries that.
Senior to flick on. Finds Livy. Cut out there by Surveyor. Madigan looks to play it forward.
It's good pressure from Rangi there.
Yeah, Sam's done really well. Looking to find Liv's feet. Madigan on the ball. Looks direct in behind. And just can't quite connect. I think Rangi are really strong through that central spine, so if they can look to get their midfielders on the ball, I think they'll be able to combine a little bit better as a team.
There's good pressure there. Almost won the ball quite high up the field. I think you're right, though. I think there's some joy to be had through that midfield if they can get some controlled possession. I think Stack obviously controlling a bit of the possession this game here, and it's a great pass into the middle.
Oh, beautiful play here by St Andrews. Bocelli in behind, and just a little bit of a heavy touch, and Foot's able to come out and collect. Nice wee build up there though from St Andrews. Little play out. Great pass from DeWitt into those central spaces, and again finding Bocelli in good pockets of space. And again, she'll probably be a little bit disappointed with that touch.
Unfortunately so, but some good movement watching here, which is good to see as we see a ball coming in again. It's just offside there. But the movement is fantastic, so that's good to see for Stack. So they'll be looking to continue that as well.
Senior on the ball. Direct ball from Madigan. Again, gone direct from Rangi. Obviously no spectators here at English Park. A bit of a shame. The schools finals are always an exciting one. We get a number of students and families and support staff from the school, so a bit of a shame we can't have our supporters here today, but hopefully a few of you are tuning in to the live stream. I've obviously got the boys final next week, and yeah, obviously a little bit fortunate and lucky, I guess grateful that we are playing football. There's been a few upset kids with secondary schools tournaments being cancelled and regional tournaments being a question mark at the moment. So yeah, it's nice to see football being played and having the opportunity to hopefully get a few more games in before the winter season wraps up.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like we saw at the intro, for a lot of these players, it's their final potential chance to play for they represent their school. So it's good they've actually been given the opportunity to do so. And of course, playing in a final is always a big highlight of everyone's football career, I think. I can't say I've played in too many myself, so you always remember these things.
Same, Josh. Obviously, got the National Women's League hopefully kicking off in just over a month. Unsure when the start date of that is. Obviously, a lot of fingers and toes crossed at the moment around what levels Auckland and the rest of the country can I guess come to. But obviously, hopefully, some of the teams have started their pre-season, and hopefully, we get a season underway for the women. And obviously a very exciting time for women's football in the country. We've just announced the first ever women's professional team, the Wellington Phoenix, will be joining the W League, which is just amazing for football. We've obviously got now the Phoenix and a World Cup in 2 years' time, so it couldn't be a better time to be involved in women's football. And yeah, I'm sure some of these girls out here today will be thrilled at all the possible opportunities they have now in football. A couple of these players are actually heading over to the US for scholarships. So Samantha Senior, she's year 13 this year, and she's just picked up a full scholarship over to San Francisco next year. So really exciting and positive move for her, and just so many opportunities now in women's football. Ooh. Oh, Bajelli, fantastic feet in the box, and she strikes the woodwork.
Yeah. You're right, it's just a fantastic time, I think, to be involved in women's football at the moment as well. As we've seen another great run into the box here.
Surveyor, foot's done well, holds on to the ball.
Yeah, so I'm obviously personally very excited that the World Cup's coming. We're a little bit disappointed, obviously, that Christchurch won't be hosting any of the games, but obviously still hopeful that we'll have one or two teams that potentially might be training in the region, which I think would be an awesome opportunity for our local players to meet and greet some of those international stars. I'm sure we're all hoping the US team might pop over at some point. It's a good pass opportunity here.
And just pulled it wide with her left foot. she's just finding herself in some really, really good spaces, some smart movement, and she's looking really dangerous. Just that final product seems to be lacking today. Just seems to be one of those days.
Yeah, we've all had them, but all you need is just one of those opportunities to go in, and all of a sudden the confidence just switches on, and you might see a few more come from there.
Senior on the ball, looks to find a early ball in behind. Barnes chases well, looks to put a bit of pressure. Hartel looking for an early throw-in. Barnes again with the pressure. Chiara picks the ball up, finds Laser. Little ball out to Wyborn, but just a little bit overhit. Hartel on the ball. About 10 minutes into the second half here at English Park. St Andrews leading 3-0. Senior on the ball. Madigan, back to foot.
If you're the Ranguru coach right now, Flea, what's going through your mind in terms of coming back into this game? I guess there's 25 minutes left of the second half. Do you start looking at your bench at this point, or is it faith with those on the field?
Yeah, that's a great question. Obviously, there's always a risk when you push numbers forward and the game starts to open out that you could concede a few more, especially when you've got a lot of talent in that St Andrews side. But it is a final and there's nothing to lose. So, yeah, it might be fresh players. Obviously, players haven't played. Just got a bit of a shot here. Oh, and it's just gone wide. Obviously, players haven't played probably 90 minutes or 80 minutes over a number of weeks, so I'm sure about now we'll get to see a few more subs come on and a few tired bodies as the game opens up. So could be a few subs, or it may just be that Rangi look to push a few more numbers forward. You might see the likes of Sam Senior sitting a little bit higher, Sarah Griffiths a little bit higher, and yeah, maybe a little bit more direct, and see if they can put a little bit more pressure higher up the field against St Andrews.
I think you're right, especially playing at English Park as well. It's one of the biggest. Oh, as we see a good through ball here.
Oh, she looks offside.
Oh, I think the flag has went up. Unfortunately, it's not going to count. I don't think she's quite saw that yet. Oh, they have now. Yeah, one of the biggest pitches around that is in use in Christchurch, both length and width as well. So it does tire those legs out. So we might see a couple of substitutions as we move into the next few minutes. I think you're quite right. I think with 3 goals to try and catch up in such a short space of time, I think Rangi do have to start looking quite direct now and putting on pressure on that back line.
Juan and Gunny look pretty comfortable on the sideline over there.
Do you think that's typical behaviour from those two, or usually a bit more animated?
Depends if I'm on the pitch or not. Gunny's probably yelling and screaming at me to do my job.
She does that in the office as well, actually. So.
Big congratulations to her. She has just been appointed the Women's Development Officer at Mainland Football. She's got some pretty big boots to fill, I've heard.
You're not wrong.
But no, I think she'll be a fantastic asset for Mainland and the region. Obviously, very successful Pride team. She's won 3 consecutive back-to-back championships in the National Women's League, and she's been a huge part of the development of the Pride Youth and Pride Development Program.
Oh, just looking to get in behind. Here's an opportunity.
Roach on the ball.
Oh, great finish.
And a fantastic finish into top bins there from Charlotte Roach. And she takes the brace and leads St Andrews into 4-0. was expecting a wee place into the side of the goal there, and she's absolutely rocketed it into the top corner.
Yeah,
Full of confidence.
yeah, you're not wrong. In that distance from the goalkeeper, I mean, it's pretty much impossible to save those ones. It was a great finish in the end. There's a great ball issue on side. I think the assistant's flag just came up there.
Good wee turn there by Odette in central midfield. Nice to see her involved. She's just come onto the field. Rangi looking to go direct. Little flick on there from senior. Hartau looks to break in behind. And Surveyor does well to pick up the ball. Finds Bocelli. Looks to switch out to Laser. Laser in a bit of space. Looks for that direct ball for Roach in behind again.
Some
Good strength there by Roach. One-on-one with Foot. And the composure. And that brings up a hat-trick for Charlotte Roach in the final of the secondary school's first 11 competition. Again, a lovely composed finish by Roach.
There was, it's quite confident there, isn't it? The old pretend to shoot a number of times in a row to sit the keeper down before picking a spot and burying it. She's done very well with that finish.
Just nice to see her use her size and strength and pace, and when she's confident, she's definitely a handful. So she's had a really good season at club football, and obviously with school, and earned her way into a Pride squad. And so yeah, hopefully she can bring that confidence into the next level, into the National Women's League, if she gets some opportunities. And obviously that Pride squad announcement hasn't been yet, but she'll be hoping her name's on that sheet, and here she goes again.
Oh,
good wee step over, and nice wee chance there with their left foot.
Looks to be full of confidence, actually. I mean, it always helps getting a few goals, so just keep up the good work. Hopefully when the Pride season rolls around sooner than later, isn't it?
Just nice to see these players coming through and developing through the system, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what they can do in the next level and progress with their football. Laser on the ball. Modric with the throw-in.
Looks like Rangi Ruro getting ready to make a couple of substitutions here. I guess it's a tough scoreline to try and come back. Might want to give a few players some opportunities to get some minutes in the final here. Stack looked to break again and behind. Some great feet there. Well held.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a fantastic achievement for Rangi to make the final. I think it's been a long time since this team and the schools managed to come through into a final. So they've had a fantastic year, picking up a couple of really good results to get them here, and yeah, I think they'll be really pleased to make this final. Obviously a tough ask when you're playing St Andrews, who obviously have a lot of history and have won this cup a few times, won this trophy, and I think have been in this final for the last 3 or 4 years. So a tough challenge, but yeah, I'm sure they'll be very pleased that they've made the final, and will finish second here at the moment, unless they can turn around in the next 10 minutes with something special.
Yeah, I mean, stranger things have happened in football before, but no, I think you're right. I mean, just getting to the final itself is always a tough gig, so well done to both teams, obviously, for getting here. Probably a bit of a shame that the season got cut short a little bit, but understandable given the COVID that we're all trying to avoid at the moment. Shout out to our friends in Auckland.
Doing it tough.
Yeah. I've just noticed the sun's come around the corner quite strongly now, actually. So this might present an even harder sort of second half for Rangi with that really bright sunlight straight into the eyes in the attacking momentum. So perhaps for them something to look at is going maybe a bit more direct rather than trying to play into that sun, I think.
Nice to see Ulrich back on the field. She picked up a bit of an injury last season that kept her out of the game for most of the year, so it is nice to see her back here and playing in a final. Roach on the ball, nice shift out. Simpson playing in that centre back role. She looks like she's dropped a little bit deeper. Just a little bit of confusion from Simpson, but she does well. Steps into midfield, looks for that little slip ball through.
Stags certainly don't look like they're content with the current scoreline. Still looking to go forward when they have opportunities as well. Looks like the flag was up, but it's been put back down again. I'm not sure if there was a conversation that went on there.
Livy's done well here, a little cut inside, puts the ball into the box.
Well defended by Stack there.
Liv's done well today. She's worked really hard for Rangi. Got herself into some nice pockets and just unfortunately
Done well, just found it tough again. Stack have done well to put pressure on Rangi in that final third every time they sort of have a bit of possession up there, so they haven't made it easy, that's for sure. Great
nice
challenge.
wee tackle there from Kinder. Don't see too many people liking to go to ground on this English park. It's not the kindest on the old body, the old turf.
Certainly not. It's one of those ones you'll be feeling in the shower later on. Although we are due for a returf here at some point soon, actually, so it'll be interesting to see what the quality of ground will be like afterwards and whether it's still pretty sore on the old body.
I'm sure there'll be a few happy players around the country to hear the new relay of English Park. It's certainly a challenge playing out here. The old English Park bubble, we like to call it.
Yeah. You kind of get used to it after a while, actually. It's when you end up playing somewhere else, you can't read the ball flight anymore, actually.
I think it's more around the size of it. Shannon steps in, Delaney looks to go on a little bit of a run. She's certainly been a nice wee addition to the St Andrews side. She's come from Nelson and now boarding at St Andrews. Pretty seamless transition and it's nice to see her out here today playing in a final. Beardsley just looking to pressure well there for Rangi. Again, we've got Roach on the transition. Just asking a little bit much of herself with that ball in behind. Surveyor on the ball, nice tidy feet, beats her player, looks to slip in behind Roach again.
It's a great ball, but well read by the goalkeeper there, out early. Always makes it tough, it shortens the pitch up so much when a keeper's willing to come out so quickly like that.
Yeah, very confident there from Annie. She's grown a lot in goal. Her communication is definitely getting better and better and helping her defenders out, and just that early decision making. So it's nice to see her confident and leading.
Oh, that's a great ball across the box. It's unfortunate there's no one there to apply the finishing
The cheeky
touch.
tap in.
For those that are, well, for everyone that's joining us on the live stream, feel free to comment. We've just asked who you think the player of the day is for this match. So feel free to throw through your opinions.
Great wee turn there from Olivia. She drives into central spaces, looks to switch the ball out. Nice wee combination with Barnsley, looks to get slipped in behind.
Just a bit unfortunate there. It was it looked like a good ball, but it's hit Livy in the back. It's just making a run through.
Good wee combination there from St Andrews. DeWitt on the ball, finds Laser's feet, looks to put a delivery into the box. It looks a little dangerous. And
Once again, well right there.
nice safe hands from Annie. She goes direct, looks to find Griffiths.
She's probably been a little bit unfortunate actually, Annie, in goal today. Read the game quite well and pulled off a couple of good saves, but there's been quite a few good opportunities that have come through for Stack, and probably unfortunate to have 5 go past her, to be honest.
Yeah, she's had a busy day at the office, but some clinical finishes from St Andrews and a lot of one-on-ones, so hasn't been the easiest of jobs for Annie today, but yeah, she's certainly growing as a player, and she's made some very good saves today. Knaffer on the ball, looks to switch back out to a goalkeeper. Tip in with the first touch clearance, finds Surveyor. Good strong challenge from Senior, looks for a long range effort, and pretty comfortable there for Tip in.
Why not though? I guess there's less than 10 minutes here to play in the final third, and obviously won the ball back, so I quite like again the confidence to give it a go from about 35-40 yards out.
Yeah, absolutely, and Senior's got that ability, confident on the ball, and when she strikes it well, she can connect. So yeah, nothing to lose at these late stages, and the more shots, the more opportunities. Don't shoot, you don't score.
That's right. Very calm at the back there from Stack. Obviously getting pressured. And
Yeah, Livy's still working hard for Rangi, chasing them down, but just that composure and ability to play out. Been very good here for St Andrews today.
it's worked well for them.
Knaffer on the ball out wide, or cheeky step over.
Love to see it. Oh,
Good in step and read there from Simpson. She steps in. Looks like Laser on the ball out wide. Just a little bit of miscommunication. DeWitt leaves it, and Rangi looked to break. Ball in behind.
still working hard up top there, Liv.
DeWitt in position. Finds Laser. Looks like we've got a bit of substitution coming up for St Andrews. Number 15 is going off, Shannon Denaley, and it looks like can't quite see the number. Morgan Lee steps back into centre back. And Ringi Ruru, we've got coming onto the pitch, number 9. Frankie Gosney coming back onto the pitch. And Sophie Barnes is going off for a bit of a break. She's worked really hard today, really positive, chased down a lot of things, yeah, has worked hard for Ringi. Deserves a bit of a rest, I think. They've chased hard, the Ringi team, and obviously just that little bit extra quality in that St Andrews side makes it tough.
It's always harder as well when you're chasing the game and haven't got a lot of the possession. You end up doing a lot more of the running as well, so I'm sure there's some tired legs out there for Rangi.
Lee just giving away position in the box. Nice wee pick up from Liv. Just can't quite connect. It's a goal kick. Not too long here to go at English Park. We look to have another substitution. Amber DeWitt seems to be heading off the pitch and coming back onto the pitch. It looks like Chiara, the Italian superstar, all the way in New Zealand. Shout out to Dad, I'm sure is watching.
She might be thinking the last 3-4 minutes here that she can put one in the back of the net. Might be a little bit disappointed with some of those earlier efforts after some great movement. There's a chance here potentially from the free kick.
Only about 3 minutes left here at English Park. I'm sure St Andrews wouldn't mind another one. I think they'll be pushing for their 6th. Close out the game nicely, I think, with a final goal. And obviously it'd be nice if Ringi can maybe steal one in the final minutes just to finish off what's been a great season for them.
There's a good opportunity here. There's a lot of players going. Again, well read by the goalkeeper here, out early.
Couple more substitutions here for Ringi. I'm sure there's a few tired legs out there. Welcome back to football. Nothing like welcome back to English Park.
I think I've got sore legs having just watched the game, to be honest.
Nothing like when that sun's bearing down. Really nice to see Glenn Senior still involved. Obviously coached a lot throughout his time, had a number of clubs, and really passionate and keen footballer and keen supporter of women's football. So really nice to see him involved with school football with Ringi, and obviously alongside Kate, who's moved into the region as assistant coach. So yeah, they'll be really pleased with Ringi this season, and nice to see them still involved and obviously done really well with the team.
It's always good getting to the final, just getting the opportunity to play in a final as well, and for some of these, it might be the first time they've been on the hallowed turf, as it was. It's English Park this year, so always good to get that opportunity as well.
Pichelli on the ball. Pass out wide to Wyborn. Looks to drive and cut inside.
Oh, there's 3 waiting there at the back post.
Sure, Roach's eyes were lighting up there for another wee tap in, but nice wee combination, and nice to see the fullbacks getting forward and into the box and creating those opportunities.
I think you've got an overload here of about 6 or 7 players against 3 here. If they were able to find someone in that final third. Well defended again by Stack.
And there's the final whistle. It is full time here at English Park with St Andrews winning 5-0 over Rangiruru. Fantastic game, fair game played by both teams, and obviously very comfortable in the end for St Andrews. But nice to see football being played back in the region, and nice to be a part of it, and a fantastic game to watch, and welcome back to women's football.
Certainly is. Just I guess a big congratulations to both teams for making it here to the final, and of course to Stack for picking up the title for 2021. That's probably going to be it for us tonight. We will leave the camera rolling for those of you that would like to watch the trophy presentation. But thanks very much for joining us, and don't forget, next week we will have the boys Premier 11 final as well, looking to kick off 6 o'clock, I do believe.